Clouds. See them up there? Clouds. Clouds. Hey, I'm Ray of Sunshining. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. If you're new here, you just have to remember two things.
Let me simplify it for you, so you'll only have two things to remember that way. One thing would be, go back there and see if you find something of value.
Stick your head in here every once in a while.
A hidden treasure, for example.
To keep in touch. That's my whole plan.
And if you do,
share this video. That's my whole
share this video.
The whole foundation for the development of us all coming together on the same page to create the world of our dreams, to deliberately create the world of our dreams.
We've been starved since our inception on this earth. Starved of the light, living in darkness.
For everybody that wants to. And I'm so glad for new adventures. I'm so glad that you're here with me right now, joining hands with all the other sunflowers on the planet.
So I'm not here to razzle-dazzle you, although I know I probably do, but that's a whole nother video.
So I figured I'd be talking a little bit about clouds today, you know, like the kind of clouds that enter our lives from time to time.
Birthdays and other milestone events are for celebrating discovery, newness, brightness, boldness, courage.
And the kinds of clouds sometimes burst into tears, and the kind of clouds that sometimes...
If you've been following me at all during any of this video series, you would realize that back then I didn't exemplify a lot of those, and that's exemplified in the video series.
Burst into storms.
But right now, by the way, and it's been happening, it started here in the F section. My iPhone doesn't recognize my face anymore.
Storms. Blizzard.
So I was having trouble all through the F section. Finally, today in the G section, saying, come on, you know me. Doesn't know me anymore. Figure that one out.
Blizzards. The kind of situations that upset our lives. And the reason I'm talking about clouds today is because my whole program is a metaphor for life.
About this journey that we're undertaking together. A journey that no one's ever been on before. It's an adventure that no one has ever been on.
And life is sometimes
before. There's been other civilizations that have tried.
Cloudy.
They may have come close.
Sometimes cloudy.
No other civilization has made it over.
So that's what I'm here for.
The hump.
To provide a little inspiration. Some of the inspiration that I've picked up along the way and am here to share with you. That's what my whole program is about. So you're here. Well, you know what? You can look at any one of my Ray of Sunshine videos. There's a whole array of rays of sunshine. On any one of those, I'll come up with many reasons why you want to be here. But stick around here for a few more minutes. Well, maybe you'll discover how you deal with discovering different. Because different is what I show.
You know, I'm going to tell you about one of the big far-fetched reasons ever why you would ever want to share this video with all the people that you know. Right now is far-fetched because we don't all believe it. You know, there's a whole spectrum of emotions that range from the high highs to the low lows. And it's not like you can read it in a book to figure out what the high highs are and the low lows are. I mean, you can get an idea. But it's like childbirth. You know, somebody can tell you, oh, yeah, somebody can describe it. They can say, childbirth, yes, it involves this, it involves pain, and it involves, and it's like intense. They can tell you all that, but it's not the same as actually giving birth. But you see how that might be possible if we all get on the same page? Imagine, you know, I have another video called Imagine. The name of it is Imagine. You might understand it. You might empathize with it. You might be able to imagine what it is they're talking about, but you're never going to know the actual experience of it. Unless one of my favorite ones. I might even put it in the side of my head at the end of this video. Imagine unless you experience it. And it's the same thing with this whole journey. With all of our life lessons. All the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer. The low lows, which is space from which the river of tears flows. But I'm not the only one. And the reason I know that is because you're one too. Is what I want to talk about a little bit today. That's why you're here. So imagine a world with no hunger. Imagine a world with no homelessness. Imagine. That would take an awful lot of world shaking, would it not? That would take an awful lot of souls being on the same page, wouldn't it? Like, all of them. All. Hey, let's try this. Repeat after me. Listen to me do it the first time. All. Your turn. All. So we all need to be on the same page. All. Your assignment.
Different is what I'm about. So my whole plan revolves around discovering the uniqueness of you. The uniqueness.
It's playtime. Your assignment for today is share this video. Share this video with some character who would otherwise not have the opportunity to discover different. Emerging. Because there's a lot of different here. Self-discovery. There's a whole array of rays of sunshine in this whole video presentation. And they're there for a reason. Blossoming. They have hidden messages for you. I know. I put them there. Of discovering the uniqueness of you. And that's what I want to show in my whole presentation. Create you. You.
As a matter of fact, it's beginning to rain right now. My whole video presentation, how perfect is that? Is a metaphor sometimes for life. A parade gets rained on, and I show that in my entire video presentation. Hey, as you may be aware, I use the ABC system. My whole program started about a year and a half ago. I have pilot video, I have a 1 through 6 video collection, and then I have the ABC section. So right now we went with A, B, C, E, F, G, H, I, J, L, M, N, O, and we're just leaving the O's right now, going into the P's. So there's a transition, and I show that in the entire before video collection. I show a progression. So as we transition from one section of our lives to another section of our lives, there's changes, there are developments, there are transitions, and that's what's going to be happening in this video presentation leading into the P's. Because one thing you can be certain with Ray of Sunshining is expect the unexpected. So you can discover how you deal with discovering different. That's how I started this whole video series. Doing something different to discover something different, doing something different to discover something different, to make a difference.
I'm really glad that you joined me here today, and I hope to see you on the next one. It's about celebrating, having fun.
And that's what you'll hear about in every one of my videos.
It's not fun. You might figure out, hey, you know what? I think maybe this guy has something of value to share.
Normal is not for me.
Hey, let me tell you about one of my goals here. To get us all on the same page. Now, all.
But at the same time,
I talked about this in maybe a couple of previous videos.
I agree with you, Ray.
I repeat a lot of the same things in a lot of the previous videos. The reason for that, I'm not going to repeat all of those, don't worry. But I'm going to repeat some of them because I'm going to keep repeating them until they sink in.
Some's going to appeal to you and some's not.
I'm human. I know what it's like. You're human, right? You're not human. You don't belong here.
But let me clue you in.
Well, I'm kidding.
I love a smorgasbord, don't you?
So you can learn about you.
Do something different, to discover something different, and letting go of what no longer serves, because we're moving into different.
Here's our opportunity to come together and be on the same page of this experiment, this great experiment. An experiment that no one's ever been on before. The experiment of human-kindness. The experiment of...
And I'm here to nudge, I'm here to help us to glide.
Peace on earth. The experiment that maybe has been attempted by other civilizations at other times, but none successfully made it over the hump. And so that's the progression that I show in my entire video presentation.
Into our evolution.
The evolution of our species.
Into our revolution.
I almost named this video Tipping Point, because I wanted to talk about Tipping Point too. And I'm not going to talk about it too long because I don't like to make my videos too long. You know me by now. I don't want to bore you, even though I repeat the same things over and over in every single one of my videos in a lot of different ways to try to keep you engaged.
Into creating the...
Right? So Tipping Point. I couldn't wait to talk about tipping point because on a tipping point. This is the tipping point. Because I want to talk more about creating the world of our dreams. The new world. This is the tipping point of human kindness. It's the most exciting time ever to be a human being on this planet.
Uniqueness of you.
And we chose to be here. We chose to be here. So there's a lot of different going on, inside. And that's what I'm here to draw out. The uniqueness of you. Because we all have something to contribute. We all... It's playtime. All have something to contribute. It's playtime. Playtime.
No, so I feel if you're going to say never, mean never.
Create you. Create you.
It's playtime. And that's going to evolve because I'm evolving.
Create you.
It's playtime.
Never.
Create you. Create you. You. You.